I'm here to answer some of your guys' most frequently asked questions, and today the lucky car with us here today is going to be the Jeep Wrangler. So let's get right into it. My name is Jason, and you're watching Got an X. Now the first question is going to be straight from Jeep, but it is, how much can the Wrangler tow? Well, Jeep is a little bit finicky in how they answer, but this is basically how they explain it. If you have a two-door Jeep, you can expect to tow 2,000 pounds. If you have a four-door Jeep, you're looking at something like 3,500. And if you get all the way up into the higher trim levels, it kind of caps out around 5,000. So it really does depend what level of trim you're going to get with the Wrangler, which will determine your towing capacity. But anywhere between that 2,000 and 5,000 range is what you're looking at throughout the entire vehicle line. Now, this question is going to be a little bit of a longer one, but is what can you get under the hood of the Jeep Wrangler? Well, as of 2024, there are 4 different engine options that you can get. The first one being a 2-liter inline-4 engine that creates a good bit of horsepower, a good bit of torque. Numbers will be on the screen as we go over them. Up next is going to be a 3.6-liter V6 engine. And the thing about this engine is, no, it is not the Eco Diesel anymore. You can't get that. They actually discontinued the Eco Diesel in the 2024 versions of the Wrangler. This one right here is the 21, and that's actually the engine it's equipped with, but as of now, that is no longer an option. Next is going to be the V8. It is a 6.4-liter V8 engine option that is going to do 470 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. That one is the biggest, baddest one that you can get. And the last one is exclusively in the XE models, and that is going to be the hybrid engine. It is going to be a 2-liter hybrid engine option that creates the same amount of torque as the V8 with that 470 number with a little bit less horsepower. Those are all the options that you can get on the Wrangler for the 2024 year. Now the next question is going to be, can you take the doors off the Jeep Wrangler? Well, this is always a funny question to me because technically, yeah, you can take the doors off of any car in the entire world if you try hard enough or if you're strong enough. But for the Jeep Wrangler, yes, for almost every single model of the Jeep Wrangler, you will be able to take off the doors intentionally without brute force, and you'll be able to store them inside the back and have that full open air experience. Now the next question is going to be, what are the main differences between the XE model and the traditional Wrangler? Well, the big one is always going to be the fact that the XE is the hybrid version, and that's kind of where it ends. I mean, there are a lot of similarities through and throughout the cars. Depending on what trim level you get determines what features you can get, and there's not many things that are left out of the XE that you can't get in the normal Wrangler or vice versa, just because it's the hybrid engine. But it is a great option if you want to daily drive the Jeep. I can't recommend it enough because it's going to save you in gas mileage. It was averaging 46 miles per gallon compared to the 20 something that you get in the traditional Wrangler. But if you like the V8, hey man, that is power and that is fun. So it really does just come down to personal preference, and the biggest thing is going to be that engine. Now, the last question is going to be, did the Jeep get a refresh in 2024? Well, if you look at this right now, I can show you on the screen, you're about to see that in 2024, the Jeep does look a lot better on the inside. They touched up a lot of things. They added a lot of newer technology to kind of advance the 2024 version of the Wrangler. So yes, they have refreshed it and it looks a lot better, making the Jeep Wrangler a really, really strong competitor in this field. And those are 5 questions that people have searched up specifically for the Jeep Wrangler. If there's anything you guys would like to know, so let us know in the comments down below and we'll try to get back to you. And if there are any specific vehicles you guys would like to know a bit more about, we can dive deep into those if you leave your suggestions as well. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.